And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com. As always, visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com to download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Get down to Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15%. Makes for a delightful Sunday dinner. Or go to the app, and they will deliver right to your front door, pretty much anywhere inside the 275 loop. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Chad.
How was your day off?
Look, right now, every day that I wake up and my eye is not crusted over in some green goop is a good day.
Yeah, you got the pink eye going around the clan.
Just so far, right now, it's just little Brennix, and today she looks like she was in a boxing match with the swollen eyes. But
yeah,
it's
usually makes them a little cranky too.
Yeah,
it's in both. Ooh.
Yeah, we've had some. Yeah, it's not super fun, but we got the eye drops rolling every 4 hours. So
hopefully she gets better soon.
Hopefully she's the only one who gets it.
Yeah, that too. All right, let's get to business. Big day for the football program as they get their first commitment. Their much anticipated, long awaited, angst inducing first commitment of the 2024 cycle, as Stebbins offensive lineman Jake Wheelock commits to the Bearcats, number 31 prospect in Ohio. A solid, he's an 86 rating on 24/7. A solid start for Scott Satterfield and his staff.
The number 60 interior offensive lineman in the country, according to 24/7. The number 31 player in all of Ohio, according to 24/7. Stebbins, not far from Wright State, not far from where I lived in one of my apartments a couple of my apartments up at Wright State. But yeah, he chose his final three was Cincinnati, Duke, and Vatek. Vatek keeps coming up lately. It's weird. But he did have apparently 15 total offers when he chose Cincinnati. Obviously, we know that offensive line is an area of need for this team, as it's been a struggle, even while Luke was here, to develop offensive linemen in general. So to see this staff start on the offensive line, especially in the interior offensive line, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be, and Scott Satterfield is a run game head coach. It has been the biggest part of his offensive philosophy. Does he pass? Yeah, like they've had some really good passing numbers in his offense, but it all is generated and started on the ground. I think one of the reasons they like Wheelock, from what I've heard, is his ability to get out in space as a guard, as an interior offensive lineman. If you're going to run outside zone, you've got to have interior linemen that can move and get out and make blocks in space. So he fits in that mold. I know Mark Porter, who runs Scouting Ohio and also works for Bucknuts, is really high on Wheelock and feels like he's probably a little undervalued at 31st in the state. And Mark knows the state better than anyone. He's been on this network before, talking about prospects in the state of Ohio. So a good get, I think, to start this thing off. I think it shows a commitment to the offensive line. And I know there was a little bit of angst in terms of he had just recently gone on a visit to Duke and then set a commitment date. And usually when kids do that, it's one of two things. Either they were blown away by their most recent visit, or they reached that point where somewhere else I visited is the place I want to be. And that's what it turned out in this one. He had gone a couple other places, and after visiting Cincinnati continued to stick out as his top school. And he came home from the Duke visit and decided, I'm going to be a Bearcat. And that's what you want. You want kids that have options, explore those options, and decide, this is where I want to be. This is in the transfer portal era. This is how you retain kids.
Sure.
Because
absolutely,
they have a connection. They have a commitment to what you're about, what message you're sending, what the message is resonating with that specific kid, and that's where they're at with Wheelock.
Now, with his final three being Cincinnati, Duke, and Vatek, you wonder how much connection he already had to his new offensive coordinator before he chose Cincinnati. That said, though, my favorite thing about him has to be the fact that he's a junior and he's listed at 6'4", 275, and you can't teach size. That's the one thing that you cannot teach. So that's a decent size to be coming in at, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. Other stuff from today, the Geico Nationals were played at noon this afternoon. Noon this afternoon. Great ring to it. Good wording, dumbass. You had a commit, a signing in Rayvon Griffith playing for Arizona Compass Prep, and you had one of their biggest targets in the 2024 class, Tyler McKinley, playing for Link Year Academy, Link Prep, I don't know, Link Academy, I don't know what they're going by, Link something or other. It was Tyler McKinley's day, 17 points.
Link Academy.
Link Academy, yeah. It's changed over the couple times. It used to be Link Year Prep, now it's Link Academy. Tyler got things going early, hit a couple threes, passed the ball really well, rebounded the ball aggressively, and Rayvon didn't have a lot going early, but late in the game, he battled and was the one guy trying to get Compass Prep back into the game with his play. So an excellent showing from both, and you have to hope that Wes Miller and his staff can close on Tyler McKinley this summer, and Rayvon will be here, I would guess, early June, something along those lines. So a lot of those prep school kids, he'll be back. He'll probably be back in Cincinnati relatively soon, so he can start going to the facility and working out and getting around the program. But expect to see a lot of him once July rolls around. But good showing for the program that you had a commit that played well, and one of your top-rated recruits had what some have said maybe his best game for Link Academy of the year, comes on the biggest stage on ESPN in the Geico National Finals.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't actually read any of his stats, right?
Who, Tyler?
Yeah.
He had 17 points, I think 6 rebounds.
17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. I know you had mentioned he started off early. I just didn't think you had actually mentioned it. But yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a way to win a championship, though, as a junior, right?
Yeah, he's a junior.
17 points, though, 6 boards, 3 assists in the championship. I mean, that's well done, sir.
Yeah, and you can tell his game is starting to evolve. He's going to need to continue to show he can hit that perimeter shot, because it does open things up for him as a stretch 4. My biggest concern that I've had with Tyler, doesn't have like the greatest length wingspan.
Yeah.
And when you step up to a level, when you're playing in the Big 12, that could be a problem for him if he's just strictly a back to the basket guy. But if he can stretch you out and start making plays off the bounce and kind of put a bigger defender in a difficult position to defend him, then it's I don't think it's as much of a problem. He's always been a good passer. He's always been active on the glass, rebounds pretty well in and out of area. But seeing him in a game like this show that expanded range, only good things to come for Tyler McKinley. So really good to see him have that type of showing. And then Ray, you're in such a tough position at those prep schools.
I was going to say,
everybody is a high major player.
It seems Ray's been almost out of place from what I've read, often.
No, it's just the whole team are high major guys. Some games you're going to play 22 minutes. Some games you're going to play 12 minutes. That's just the nature of.
I think you only average in the season 4 points, though. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to find a rhythm, is what I'm getting at.
Correct. Did want to mention also from Tyler McKinley in this game, not only did he have those 17 points, he was also super efficient. This is according to Pro Insight. 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. They also said he stretched the floor, finished with authority, threw short roll dimes, and intensely defended the perimeter. So,
and that's the other thing. If he can use his lateral quickness to defend fours, it's gonna be a big time plus as well.
Yeah, all good things that you want to see from a 4-star, for sure.
What else you got? Anything?
I mean, it's been a fairly quiet weekend, having dead period. Obviously, you have Final Four going on right now. I think it was San Diego State at the buzzer over FAU.
That it was big one, right? The true walk off, not one of those. There's still 0.7 of a second. No, it was ball in the air as the clock hit 0. Season on the line, and it goes. So San Diego State will play the winner of UConn and Miami, which is getting ready to tip here shortly as we go through this podcast. You'll start to see things picking up after the dead period ends April 6th, because that's when visits are really going to start cranking up, and you're going to have a better feel. If they bring a kid in for an official visit, there's heavy interest.
Smoke, sure.
Yeah. Eddie Lampkin from TCU is committing tomorrow. I do not expect that. I know Cincinnati's been mentioned as one of his finalists. He hasn't visited.
It's got like 8 finalists, and he still has a visit. Still has a visit listed, I believe, for either today or tomorrow.
No, you can't visit right now.
It said he intends to visit Colorado. Right now. I'm just telling you, it said he intends to visit Colorado. I don't know what the date was, but
okay. Well, you can't visit until April 6th. It's a dead period. It always goes dead the week of the Final Four.
Maybe they retweeted that from days prior. I don't know. /care.
No, it was a dead period then too.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I read on Twitter. Did want to plug.
Always trust Twitter.
It's fine. Did want to plug your interview with offensive coordinator Glenn, as that's up on the YouTube. It took you like 3 days to upload that video because
you actually got it figured out now.
Ooh, it doesn't take you forever with the 7,000p.
No, I'm recording. I figured out how to get it to MP4 off of .mov and nice. And got the resolution fixed. So it's only like 45 minutes to an hour now instead of like 5 hours for a video to upload.
Should we say anything about the teaser for Monday yet, or we
can. You can throw it out there if you want.
I just didn't know if you wanted to put just something out there, not necessarily announce who the guest is, but just drop a little nugget.
Monday's going to be
fast.
It's going to be a fast show on Monday. Be a fast show. We'll see you then. This is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya.